Hi, boys and girls. Last week I received an email from Jeremy in Islington.
Dear Trudy, on Wednesday I will be back at the dispatch box. Do you have a question you want me to ask David Cameron?
Well, fancy that. The leader of Her Majesty's opposition writing to me personally. You couldn't make this stuff up, could you? I suggested Jezza, as he insists I call him, put a question about alien abductions. Mysteriously, he didn't go with that, and so instead, I decided to ask an expert. So I'm off to Cornwall this week to spend 5 minutes with former alien abductee Paul Scully.
Oh, this weather is unbelievable. Like this. Oh my God, it's nearly 2 o'clock. I left home at 7. My God, it's been 10 hours already. Oh, I'm still not allowed to overtake. Blimey, this is a long way. Oh my God, are we ever going to get there? Oh, it's so wet. Wet and rainy Cornwall.
Delighted you could be here, Trudy, and that I have the chance to tell you all about my terrifying ordeal.
Yes, it must be a really scary place to be, Paul. Isolated, stranded, all on your own in a frightening location, surrounded by mysterious beings with whom you can't communicate.
That's right. I'll never be able to forget my time on the mothership.
Mothership? I thought we were talking about Cornwall.
Oh, I see.
You being from Stafford originally, it must have been quite a shock, moving to somewhere with a completely different climate, culture and language.
Well, it's not that different, Trudy, and very few people actually speak Cornish. It's really just a mixture of spitting, grunts and shouting.
Ah, a bit like Mock the Week then.
Exactly like Mock the Week, yes. Only funnier.
Well, we must get on. We've only got 5 minutes, you know. Let's talk about your alien abduction.
Well, I woke up in the middle of the night because I was being blinded by a white light.
Oh, don't you just hate it when your partner turns the light on when you're sleeping?
No, Trudy, it wasn't that. There was unusual tension in the air.
I bet there was if your partner woke you up.
I then had this slight intermittent strobing in my peripheral vision.
Yes. Paul, let's not get bogged down in the science.
I wouldn't dream of it, Trudy. But then the windows started rattling violently, and there was a waft of cool air through the entire bedroom.
And then the aliens appeared.
Oh, I didn't actually see them.
So, how did you know it was aliens?
Well, what else could it have been? Besides, there I was on the mothership.
And what did that look like?
It was a bit odd. These incredibly bright lights were flickering, and the aliens kept switching their engines on and off, causing this periodic rumbling noise.
That sounds more terrifying than being made to sit through a speech by Hilary Benn. So, how did you get from Earth to the mothership and back?
Well, I don't remember that bit, Trudy, do I?
You don't remember?
Well, no, Trudy. Haven't you seen the Men in Black films? They erase my memory with a neuralizer.
Which somehow you remember them doing to you.
Oh, well, no, I just assumed.
Look, we've only got 5 minutes, you know, so let me see if I've got this straight. You think the Men in Black films are documentaries, do you?
Well, it's more like that quote from, what is it, Hamlet or whatever. There's more in heaven and earth. than is dreamt of in your philosophy.
Actually, Paul, there's much, much less. For example, you've obviously woken up during one of those violent Cornish thunderstorms. That's all.
No, Trudy, it wasn't that. I haven't told you the best bit yet. I remember coming to in my own bed, and I went over to the window and looked out, and the aliens had gone, but they'd left behind this weird, thin, transparent ectoplasm covering everything. The lawn was soaked with it, and it was dripping from the trees, and there were even puddles of it forming on my driveway.
Rain.
Rain? Oh, are we out of time?
No, that's the complete waste of time alarm. As you can tell, they keep it on the least sensitive setting. But I think we've all learned something today. Especially you, Paul. You really shouldn't blame aliens from other places for everything you know. And talking of Donald Trump, see you next Tuesday. And remember, keep it light. If you've been affected by any of the issues in this programme, try not being so incredibly gullible. Hope you enjoyed this week's show. Leave a comment down below. Please click the like button and subscribe to my channel.